Hello YouTube, this is 3SP again, and I'm coming with another report. This one comes from The Sun. War footing. U.S. Air Force unleashes supersonic bombers in North Korea nuke drill as it claimed Donald Trump is poised to launch military strike against the rogue state. Nuclear-capable B-1 bombers were escorted by South Korean fighters over the peninsula. Donald Trump is to order a military strike against North Korea within a year after Kim Jong-un's military boasted it had fired ballistic missile capable of hitting the U.S. Senior military sources in Washington have reportedly claimed Pentagon officials have laid out plans to obliterate a nuclear weapon facility operating deep within a mountain range inside the rogue state. The news comes hours after the U.S. flew two supersonic bombers over the Korean peninsula in a show of force against North Korea. The B-1 bombers were escorted by North Korean fighter jets as they performed a low pass over an air base near the South Korean capital of Seoul before returning to the Andersen Air Force Base in Guam. The U.S. Air Force said the mission was a response to consecutive ICBM tests by Kim this month. Analysts say flight data from the second test conducted Friday night showed that a broader part of the mainland America, including Los Angeles and Chicago, is now in range of Pyongyang's weapons. North Korea remains the most urgent threat to regional stability, says General Terrence J. O'Shannessy, Pacific Air Force's commander. Diplomacy remains the lead. However, we have a responsibility to our allies and our nation to showcase our unwavering commitment while planning the worst-case scenario. He added, "If called upon, we are ready to respond with rapid, lethal, and overwhelming force at a time and place of our choosing. The United States often sends powerful warplanes in times of heightened animosities with North Korea. B-1 bombers have been sent to South Korea for flyovers several times this year in response to North Korea's banned missile tests, and also following the death of U.S. college student after he was released by North Korea in a coma. The Hwasong-14 ICBM, which the North first tested on July 4th, is the highlight of several new weapons systems in Pyongyang's launch this year. They include an intermediate-range missile the North says is capable of hitting Alaska and Hawaii, and a solid-fuel mid-range missile, which analysts say can be fired faster and more secretly than liquid fuel missiles. Any future military action by Trump, which could spark retaliation attacks from dictator Kim, would be a major step toward all-out war to stop North Korea from developing nuclear weapons, reports The Mall on Sunday. President Trump has vowed to take all necessary steps to ensure the security of the U.S. and its allies. And a top military expert has revealed exactly how the U.S. military will take out North Korea's nukes if Donald Trump gives the green light for the deadly strikes. Trump reportedly sees North Korea and its despotic leader as his number one overseas challenge, and it is one he has pledged to tackle head-on. Now a senior analyst from Stratfor provides strategic analysis to the U.S. government, has told Business Insider exactly how Trump's military could potentially carry out crippling strikes against the Hermit Kingdom. The U.S. would have to choose between a full-scale destruction of North Korea's nuclear facilities and ground force, or a quicker attack on only the most important nuclear facilities, as a full-scale attack could lead to mission creep that could pull the U.S. into a long-term conflict with East Asia, according to TAC. It will focus on a surgical strike that would wipe out the bulk of North Korea's nuclear forces. The U.S. is likely to use stealth aircraft like the F-22 and B-2 bomber for the pinpoint attack, he said. In the run-up to any attack, the U.S. would position nuclear submarines, naval ships, and stealth aircraft at bases near North Korea. Suddenly, you'd read on the news that the U.S. has conducted these airstrikes, says TAC. While the F-22 and F-35 would certainly do work over the North Korean missile production sites, it really a job for the B-2. As a long-range bomber, the B-2 could drop massive 30,000-pound bombs on deep underground bunkers setting off from bases as far away as Guam or the continental United States. The initial targets would include nuclear reactors, missile production facilities, and launching pads for ICBMs, according to TAC. Cruise missiles would be fired from the sea. F-22s would take out North Korea's archaic air defenses, and B-2s would pound every known missile site. It looks like, well, this is just a scary situation right now. We're facing a really devastating war coming up, and it looks like we really don't have that much of a choice because, again, Pyongyang or Kim Jong-un keeps putting out these just launching these bomb tests, and it's directly poised at trying to either intimidate us or to get us to react. And in my opinion, if they're doing this, there's a much larger plan to that. It's not just North Korea. We know that there is an alliance with North Korea, China, and Russia. And this could be the type of thing that would spark that world war. Tell me what you think in the comments below. This is 3SP signing out.